Hey guys, this is Renee. Today we're going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about business and how when you're a solo entrepreneur or an entrepreneur in general, you're making a small business, like if you're somebody like me who learns really fast and gets bored really fast and easily, I think there's a lot of things out there that tell you to I don't know, just stay doing one thing forever. Or, if you're my mom or my dad, you you might tell me that, to just like stick with something forever and ever. But I think it's like, well, when you do a math problem, you do it and you solve it and you understand how it works. So why would you keep doing the same problem over and over again? Do you know what I mean? That doesn't make sense to me. So I, like, in building my graphic design and my marketing business, like, I found that to be really frustrating. And now I'm like, well, what do I do? And so now I'm like, well, I've done every position in a business. I've done everything from clean toilets to work the front desk to figuring out and doing market research to doing community building and to running social media and writing emails and doing websites and branding and managing and scheduling, and just like I've done all the stuff, and it's like, oh, I know how to do all these things really great. But it's like, well, okay, how do you keep challenging yourself? Like, how do you keep creating challenges for yourself? And how do you keep creating challenges that help you grow and stay engaged and are not overly ambitious, but also not sissy garbage challenges, that you're just gonna solve in a day and then it's gonna be just over. So I think about that a lot in my business. I'm thinking about that a lot actually right now because I'm like, well, I know I can design stuff. I've got a process. My process works. It gets me I can create great work, no problem, using my process. So it's like, how do I think about how to push myself creatively, and how to grow a business and help other people, and how to have bigger ideas and utilize more people, get creative input from others and do more collaborative work that's bigger and more large scale and way more creative and has higher production value and just is more fun to do, because working by yourself, doing creative work by yourself is incredibly taxing on your brain, on your emotions, on anything, especially if you're an empathetic person and you put your heart into a lot of stuff that you do, and it's just ugh. Sometimes you just need other people to say stuff out loud to, so that you're not carrying the weight of all of it all of the time, But yeah, so some things that I do is I think about my goals, my big goals and what I need. I'll do some financial planning and budgeting, and I'll just look at my finances, and it's not really great right now because I crashed my business and my projects. I'm slowly rebuilding them, slowly but surely. They're starting to trickle back in as I'm putting myself out there and just revamping what I'm doing and focusing more on my artwork and getting back to my creative human Renee self. And yeah, I'm just doing those things. And what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. What was I gonna say? Yeah, just doing those things, and then budgeting and thinking about where I want to take this business and why I'm doing this business in the first place and what the point of it is and what purpose does it serve, and am I enjoying doing it? And maybe it's thinking about well, what parts of it am I enjoying doing and what parts of it am I not enjoying doing, and how can I work with other people to do the stuff I'm not enjoying doing so much, so that I can just spend time doing stuff I like. Actually, this is a random side tangent. I had coffee with a friend today, and we were talking about how young people these days, they don't like overly exert themselves. Everything is just like happy all the time. They just want the good stuff. And I realize in a lot of things we've done that. Like we just start focusing on only the stuff we like. And then it's like, oh, like you're not, I don't know how to describe it. Like you're not being challenged and you're not like getting outside of your box when you only do stuff you like. So maybe I don't know actually I don't know how to navigate that. So, but there's that for you to deal with. If you know, maybe you could put it in the comments, or if you have like an idea or a theory about what to do, because I'm just thinking about that and I'm like, oh, even design, like we take all these really wonderful, beautiful, intricate designs and we simplify them to make them modern, and you just simplify and simplify and simplify till all that's left is the good stuff, which is great, but then it's like eating vanilla ice cream every day for the rest of your life, and that's not that fun either. Well, vanilla ice cream is good, but if that's the only flavor that you got, then I don't know. I don't know if my analogies make any sense, but there you go. That's something. Yeah. So challenging yourself in your business. Look at your finances. Look at the things you like doing. Remember why you're doing stuff. Spend some time thinking about where you want to take your business, like why you're doing it, what the point of it is, and how you're helping and serving the community with your business. And then what can you do right now, and what you need to plan for in the future so that you can continue to grow and evolve and challenge yourself. But it's like not being too structured in the beginning, so you can give yourself a lot of opportunity to experiment, but then also just like focusing on like figuring out where to go next, just like think about it and try stuff. This is terrible advice. I don't think I'm a great advice giver, but if you're watching this, I'm sure maybe you're getting bored or stagnant in your own business, and I know how that goes, especially if you're working by yourself, and I believe in you, and I believe in me, and I know we can figure it out because we're smart human beings and we care about stuff. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing these YouTube videos, right? Okay, so that's what I got. I am really grateful that you're here. I appreciate you listening to me babble for 8 minutes, and I hope you have a really amazing day. Okay, bye.